So this is from my manuscript, the Missives of Appropriation. From No There. The perimeter of this body, a pre-howling, the spine from here to there as a series of prepositions. The desire to run emerges as folded space. More on this later. Further associations on women to be investigated while the possibility of walking remains viable. To inhabit the landscape of the fairy tale today begins in reverse. In dreams, the women occur as sound. Whack, whack, whack. 1A. The cry of a night bird in the jungle becomes even louder from a distance. I hurry to belong to this place. At the edge of a coconut grove leans a hut with windows that do not close, which simply means you can see the stars in Auntie's house at night. A2. A shape I am bringing to life, an earlobe scratching into and out of seeing. A fist is everything and nothing. Beetles fill the sky through shadow, mating. Its sounds remain similar to the cawing of blackbirds as heard in childhood, in the density of a planted grove or a woman bearing gifts uninvited to your doorstep. Always carry salt, mother tells me. An uninvited woman signals bad luck. They are closer than you know. A3. Recalls details through what's broken, mother and auntie's English. We watch as their F's disappear. 2A. Men complicate women's desires, mother tells me. She finishes with, there are women who wish to take yours away. Her smile shifts into something more human, more woman, like fibers reaching across. 2B. Auntie says the dead suck blood from fetuses with long antenna-like proboscis, lengthening and inverting her tongue. Superstition practices gestures quietly while no one seems to be watching, much like the way air sucks moisture. As the sky breaks, the spirits warn Auntie, it's not safe for me to swim here. I scan the spring for a lifeguard. The clutching of an empty coconut husk reveals this news, its brown fire strands reaching. The witch doctor's cracked fingers ooze white, considered good luck. A4. The noon sky watches as the coconut grove filled with red earth becomes a sea of hard-shelled insects, a surface of tricking. Stepfather arrives to the smell of tamarind. We march through his well-intentioned remarks. Left, right, left. 3A. Mother opens mouth by retrieving memory's connective tissue. Bends as if to remember and forgets. The dead can transform banana stalks into replicas of victims, she whispers. We approach light, watching it break apart like bones, flies. A5. Outside Auntie's house, red ants gather in rows, their compound eyes breaking sight, a kaleidoscope. Seeing movement better than shape, notice the way light filters appendage. Seeping into braided fronds, Auntie's roof, walls, re-arriving. Cousins plead, come follow, I must find shoes. Billis, they shout. I hurry to belong to this place where the red horizon stretches from Auntie's yard to the sea. I follow their voices until I can no longer walk. Red ants eat at chubby folds of leg, through panties, through its soft cotton, stopping in the coconut field high in bent light of canopies. Cousins laugh, pointing, kana, kana. 4A. Auntie says the dead can be distinguished from humans by bloodshot eyes. When father died, mother sat corpse-side for 7 days until he was buried, a vigil, to guard against modified forelimbs appearing, wings, oil slicked, so black, resembling purple. A6. Weather changes with the seasons, wet, then dry. Mother obeys. Reads newspapers by stacking neatly against the hearth on top of others. A7. Cousins capsize on vowels through bending trees and hear the whistle of prepositions. We watch light, a sea of vertical orange bent and eaten in palms, Juices fold into crevices, into our dusty hands, into the grove, into the jungle's potholed surface, now split in two. The cry of a night bird in the jungle becomes louder even from a distance. Mother tells me this is to create confusion, stuffing salt into our pockets. Whack, whack, whack. Dear child, there are things like history steeping in a press pot I do not yet know. Hot tea, water, boiling and settling, jasmine. Born grammatically, we are dinosaurs, formed and blurred beyond shape. The errors of how things can change. Extinction pulls away. I am unlike myself, a gerund, possessing the need to accumulate sailing ships. I imagine history submerged in my throat. Have I told you there are things I have not yet? Here, Lexington, Kentucky, December 25, 2001. Someone asked me if I was Afghanistanian today. I did not answer. I find myself becoming less poetic. Thank you.